Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I just want to talk to you guys about the art of learning with Speedhack. You guys might have seen a couple of pro players like Doggy or Zoink use Speedhack to learn some levels. I do mine a little differently and I wanted to show you guys why and how to do it yourself. So the first step is you want to download the Geode mod loader. I'm not going to go over it here, but I will link a video down in the description. It's a very easy and very helpful mod. Once you have Geode downloaded, you want to click on Geode and you want to go to the download. If you have Mega Hack and you've paid for it and everything like that, you'll search up Mega Hack and you'll download the Mega Hack Absolute installer and you'll go from there. If you don't have Mega Hack and you don't want to pay for Mega Hack, you can use Eclipse, which is another very good cheat engine and hack mod menu. I am personally going to do this with Mega Hack because that's the one I feel most comfortable on. So once you have that down, we're just going to go to a level that you want to learn. So like, let's say for me, I want to learn, let's just say, Sakupin Hell. And usually I like to get to a start pause because it's a little easier than having to go all the way through it with checkpoints. So once you're in here, you want to pause your game and you want to open up your mod menu. For us, obviously we're going to be using Mega Hack. What I like to do is I like to go to about anywhere from 0.5 to 0.7 depending on what level it is. For the case of this, I'm going to go down to 0.5 just to make it a little bit easier for myself. So what you're going to do is you're going to just start and you're going to try what I usually like to say, the 3-time rule. You're just going to try to do it 3 times in a row. Obviously, I didn't get it there, but let's count I did. Okay, this is my second one. All right, cool. We'll do it one more time. And you want to do it 3 times in a row. So like, let's say, oh, I didn't get it that time. Let's restart the counter. We'll say that's 1, 2, 3. This will be our third one. So after you do that, what I like to do, again, depending on the level, you're either going to move up by 0.05 or you're going to move up a full 0.1. After you do that, you're going to repeat the process that we just demonstrated, going up simply by 3 times in a row. If you or at 2 times and you get really close to doing it that third time, don't slack off and say that you did it. Go to the full third time. You're building yourself muscle memory. And then you're going to keep doing that until you get to 0.1. Or until you get to one time speed. Once you get to 1 time speed, you may notice that, oh, this feels a lot easier. But for some reason, if it's not, or for some reason you really want to push and really get this memorized and really get this down packed, you could start going to like 1.05 or 1.1, because once you start getting faster, it's going to be a lot easier to now bring it back down to what the original is. Think about like how when you go down from 1 to a 0.5, that's the same really from like going from like 1.25 to 1. It's that same feeling. So after all of that, you sort of get to learn each part by part and with this method. And after you have each part down, you could start trying them all together to see if it really works out. This has helped me a lot, and I know it's helped a lot of people a lot. So I want to just make a quick video on how to do it, and then I just want to quickly explain why this works. So the reason this works is because if you've ever played an instrument, you'll notice that you do the same thing with an instrument. For me, I play French horn. I play it for college. So when I'm playing a new piece for French horn, I slow down the music a lot, and I try to get each rhythm down packed before moving on to the next section. I segment it up, and I slow it down. As you'll see, that's very similar to what we're doing here. We're taking a segment of the level and slowing it down. And then as I get comfortable with at that tempo, I sort of bring up the tempo until it's at the correct tempo. And a lot of things my high school band director would teach me is keep pushing past what the actual tempo is to a higher tempo. So then when you get back down to that normal tempo, it feels slower and more in control. The reason you do this is just so the nerves, 1, aren't as bad when you're there because you feel a little bit more in control of it. And 2, just like I just said, you're in control of what you're doing. You know what you're doing and you feel comfortable around it. That's why this works for a lot of people. And I think a lot of people get confused when using Speedhack and aren't using it the correct way. They think, let me just slow it down to 0.5, do it a couple times, and then I can run it up 1. And they aggravate themselves and it just doesn't make it any fun. So what you got to do is you just got to build yourself up like you're building a house. Start with a foundation and build up from the foundation. Don't try to build the roof without anything underneath. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys liked it or you guys just want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe, like the video and all that. And if you guys want any other like helpful little tutorial tips, I know that's not what I usually do. Just leave them in the comments and I'll make them. Thanks, guys.